Easy now, people. We said in the review that we like this Marina S15 Slim Power filter, but it uses these cartridges that we have to replace every couple of weeks, and we're not wanting to do that. So we're going to customise the filter, and we're going to do it with some dual nitrax, with some Fluval Biomax, and some Puritan. We're also going to need a wee bit of filter floss, and because I'm a pure Wally and forgot to get media bags at the LFS, we're going to use this net that I bought as well. So I was just over 20 quid all in for all of this. A wee bit to pay out in the beginning, but overall we're going to save money because we're not going to keep replacing those cartridges. Right, let's get it in. To start with, we're going to grab our nitrax. You don't have to use nitrax, you can use any filter sponge. It's going to act as our mechanical filtration. It's going to stop the bigger bits of debris getting into the rest of the filter. And we're going to measure it up roughly to the size we want it. We don't have to be too exact because it's sponge, right? We can squeeze it and shape it. Kids, please get an adult to help you. It's really sore when you cut yourself. And if you're then going to be sticking your hands in your fish tank, you can get infections, so you can end up sick as well as sore. Don't want to see that. So we're going to stick it down in the chamber roughly where we want it. And because I have got big clumsy hands, I am going to need to use a wee bit of a tool to get it in the position that I want. And we're going to get it roughly in position. We're going to use 3 pieces here. The beauty of that is, if you do need to replace it at any stage, you can replace one bit at a time and you're not going to lose all the beneficial bacteria you've built up. So this is your mechanical filtration. This is going to get all your big bits of debris. It's also going to be biological filtration, because the good beneficial bacteria we want is going to build up in here, as we said. We're going to fill that half of that chamber, and we're also going to put a wee bit in the first wee bit where the water first drops in. Again, we don't need to be too exact because the sponge moves about and squeezes about, doesn't it? But just about roughly, it's fine. This is green as well. Now, if you're wanting everything the same colour, that's fine. You just need to remember that when you're buying your filter sponge. Now we're going to grab our filter floss. Again, it's for biological and mechanical filtration. The point being, it's a lot finer than the sponge we're using, so it's going to grab the smaller particles. We don't want to push it in to make it too compact. We want the water to flow through it, but we want it to fill the whole chamber from the top to the bottom, and we can tidy it up as we go. We're going to need a media bag for the next bit, and like I said, I forgot to get one, didn't I? So there's a lesson in this. If your nearest LFS is 30 miles away like me, and you don't have the greatest of memories, write a shopping list, eh? Anyway, I didn't, so I'm going to have to cannibalise this net here. It'll do the job though, we're not worried. But if you do remember your media bag, you can skip this stage. Technically, we don't even need a media bag, but it does make life easier if we want to remove the media later on. We are using Fluval Biomax Biorings here for your biological filtration again. Loads of surface area for your beneficial bacteria to colonise. But we can use any brand we want. We want to get as many in as possible, so we sugar it about as we drop it on in. And then when we're happy, we can just twist the bag off at the end and push it down to tidy it up. If I had remembered the media bag, I'd have got a white one to make all the colours match, but it doesn't do any harm for demonstration purposes to have the different colours here. The last thing we're going to add is our Puritan. It's basically our water polisher. It's going to make our water crystal clear. It's a really good product. It comes in its own wee mesh bag once you get it out of the plastic wrapping, but you have to rinse it first. So when you're rinsing any filter media, always rinse it in tank water. Don't use tap water. Once it's rinsed, we're ready to add it to the filter. Just going to fold it over so it fits in the wee compartment there and push it in. And that's us. That's us fully customised our slim S15 Marina power filter. It's going to work like magic. There's loads of mechanical and biological filtration in there, and we don't have to replace it every 2 weeks like we did with the cartridges. All we have to do is rinse it out every now and then in tank water, and you can revitalise the Puritan too. Once we've got our filter put back together, we're ready to switch it on, and you can tell that it fills evenly. The water's flowing freely between the compartments through all the media, which is exactly what we're wanting it to do. There's no blockages, there's nothing stopping flow, but if you aren't happy, you can tinker about with it a wee bit, no bother. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them the best I can. But there's the customization video we promised. I think it's going to do a stand-up job on this aquarium. Really happy. By filling the water to the right level, we can see that the flow is good. And if we move on underneath, there's another way we can see that it's working well. There's nothing stopping flow. It's working exactly how we want it. Feel free to mess about with it. You don't have to set it up the way I have. This is the way that I find works for me. But for now, I am out. Later, 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 later.